Hey everyone, hope you are doing well and enjoying my This Is Me project. I have another set of 4 prompts that I'm going to put together in this video. This time I'm going to do 18, 19, 20, and 21. So 18 is going to be family, and I pulled out so much stuff for this particular project. You can see it's all spread out so that way I could show you guys. I have a few acrylic pieces that I'm going to try out. I also want to use this stamp set from Everyday Explorers. It's Hello Family. I used it in another project, but I really want to focus on using it and have it be my main part of my project. So I pulled out some little pieces of paper, and I'm going to stamp, messy stamp, and then punch out some shapes with this stamp set. So that'll be for family. As I was digging through my Color Cast Design stash, I found a wood veneer, here it is, that says My Bad Habits, and that's actually 19. So I am going to put a little small collage of photos. I just have to grab that. I'm going to put that in and with my bad habits, and then the next one is going to be reading in bed late at night. And then Celebrate You. There was an awesome scrapbooker on Instagram, Lorelei, I will leave her information. She asked her friends what was the best part of her, and then she included that in this prompt. So I have my friends' responses, and I'm going to put those in there and bring it all together. So those are going to be the 4 prompts, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm going to go ahead and switch over to voiceover. All right, I'm going to get out my work mat so that way I don't mess up my whiteboard too much. And like I said, I've already kind of pre-stamped my idea on these pieces of cardstock. It's an idea that I probably do a lot. It's something I love to do with my stamps, tone on tone stamping. So for the orange ones, I did a heart, and then I did love you, and then I just kind of made sure when I was punching out the shape that the phrases were facing the way that I wanted. And then I'm gonna just decorate a frame basically around that photo I have of me and my people. It's a leftover photo I had printed from a long time ago, a couple years ago, and so I'm just going to use that. And as you can see, I just punched out a larger shape for the top, and I made sure once again that the letters were facing the way that I wanted. And even though it's a small 3x2 sheet, I was able to get 3 shapes out of it. Now I'm doing the pink one, and I stamped family and my crazy, which I love that Christine included crazy, my crazy. It's just perfect. And then I am going to cut out those shapes. I also got 3 shapes out of that pink paper, and then I'm just placing them around. I want to place them all around and get them positioned, and then I will adhere them down. I'm working on the last one, which is a blue one, and I did favorite and kiddos. Kiddos, I had to add an S, so I just stamped kiddo first and then the S, and then I'll just punch out the shapes. And I got 3 shapes out of this little piece of paper, and then after this, I will be ready to glue everything down. So once again, use those flowers from Kellie Stamps, which I just love, and it keeps everything consistent throughout the project. And they're just really easy, like I've always said, they're really easy to fussy cut and crumple. So I gently took the photo off, and now I'm going to go ahead and adhere everything down. And I pulled the colors from our outfits and just went from there. And you can see that orange circle was like a little piece bitten off of it, and so I'm just kind of positioning the smaller pink circle to cover up that orange piece. So that's another way that stretches the circles when I punch them out. So if there's a chunk missing, I can somehow work the layering of the flowers and the circles to cover up that chunk that is missing. Right here, I needed another orange flower to on the right side to cover up something else, I believe, and so I'm just going to go ahead and tuck that in, because I think at first I also thought I was going to not go all the way up on the right side of the frame, which I don't know what I was thinking, but so I had to cut out some more flowers to make sure I cover the whole frame of the picture. Going to add in Happy Heart acrylic. Once again, I know the acrylic's going to make the album heavy, but that is okay with me. So I'm going to stamp family going backwards, forwards, and I lost my F, I believe, while I was filming this. It's quite funny now. I should keep track of what stamps go missing while I'm making things. So I had to use an E, and then I just covered up with some paper the bottom of the E. And it's a small F, but that's okay. It looks a little disproportionate. That's okay. Also going to use a heart to stamp some black and add a little more black to the layout. For the number 18, I'm just using a Ali Edwards stamp set, and then that will complete the spread on the left-hand side. I think the last thing I'm going to add is a heart, and now I'm moving on to 19. 19 is Bad Habits. I used the new latest kit from Feed Your Craft. I forget what it's called, but I didn't have it yet, so I just used the digitals, and I used 2 of the journaling cards, the same ones with like the swirls on them. I used that and 2 photos of myself, and then I'm gonna put down Heck No and My Bad Habits for wood veneer, and then I also printed out some stamped phrases like stressed, ugh, and bad news vibes days. And then I'll just talk about my bad habits, which is like eating my emotions and just letting myself be too frumpy, because I've noticed if I just let myself go for too long, it could change your day, like change the mood of your day. And then also comparison. So that's a few. I'm also going to add in some more scribbles using that Jen Scow stamp set you just saw, and then a Christine Everyday Explorers stamp set as well, the Markup stamp set. So I'm going to use 2 different stamp sets to add some scribbles. And then I will be done with this spread, and I'm just going to stamp the 19 in that Ali Edwards stamp again. So finishing it up with the wood veneers and the stamping of the 19, and then I will journal off camera as well. So always fun to kind of think about your bad habits and how you can maybe improve your bad habits, but it's good to have some honest journaling. I love this project because it just makes you think honestly and kind of reflect honestly. So I'm going to finish up with cutting off that little piece that was hanging off on 19, and then I will finally add that acrylic white heart. And then I'm going to move on to 20. And even though I cut the page and it was really short and then added it, now I have a weird line down the middle. I didn't think about adding other paper on top of it to cover that. So, oh well, there's going to be a line down the middle. So I printed a 3x4 card and I made it smaller, and it says currently reading, and then I have a stack of books that I'm going to add next to that photo of me reading in bed, and then a stack of books at the bottom. So this was not a prompt on Kellie's or Heba's, I believe, but I just wanted to document, since I documented that I'm not a morning person, I'm going to document that I am a night owl. So that is probably why I'm not a morning person, because I stay up way too late reading. I stamped a few phrases like books are magic, and I think the second one was a good book is always in hand, also stamped cozy vibes. And I'm just going to add those in, and then I will use some large alphas to stamp night owl. Added in a wood veneer that said reading, of course. Okay, so here's the night owl, and I'm not going to journal at all because it's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm just stamping night owl, and then I will get out a Citrus Twist number stamp set that I've used before to stamp the 20. And then I lost the L. I think the L is still missing. So I just stamped an I and then used paper to help me stamp the bottom portion of the L. So stamping the 20, and then I will move on to 21, which is Celebrate Me. And like I said in the introduction, I decided to use a scrapbooker Lorelei's idea of asking my friends. Kind of planned out my cluster beforehand, so I already know what I'm going to do. A little cluster at the bottom, and then I looked through my photos and I found one of me kind of looking off to the side. So I'm going to use that photo and then put a few more flowers up at the top left, and then I can stamp out my friends' names. I could have asked more friends, but it just felt, I don't know, kind of silly, like, what's the best part of me? But it was a good exercise in like talking to your friends about that kind of conversation. So I am going to stamp in the same alphabet font, Celebrate, up at the top, and then the number 21 and me is going to go at the bottom. And then I'll use some wood veneer. I found one that says I am pretty dang amazing, which I thought was perfect. And then also a wood veneer heart. And now I'm going to stamp my friends' names, and then I will add in some journaling lines and also some more heart stamping. So I'm going to add the me and the 21, and then I can do the journaling off camera, and I'm almost done putting together these pages. So I stamped the 21, stamped the me, and then I'm going to finish it up with some heart stamping, the same heart that I used from 18, and then it will be done. I just love this project. So my final step was finding a pen, and I could not find a pen. So I just went with this bright pink pen and had to go over the lines twice because I didn't like the first pink color. Anyways, that is all of my prompts, all 4 of them, and I hope you guys enjoyed this 6th part of my This Is Me project. I have enjoyed sharing these with you guys. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.